Hello, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Good times are back. Yes, a list finally after a long series of boring niche fragrance reviews. Trust me, guys, I'm doing everything from every genre. So, sometimes can be budget friendly, sometimes can be designer, sometimes can be niche. So, today I want to, I have already finished 4 reviews, but this is just for you guys out there to enjoy something. I'll try to put up a list of 15 dumb rich fragrances. These are some of my best. I could put some many other fragrances, but I think this fragrance that I'm putting is gonna also work with bulk of you. So there are like 3 honorable mentions. I want to show them in the end, okay? But I would like to show you in no particular order. 15 fragrances I would suggest for you for say summer mostly because fresh perfumes are more safer than the darker, richer ones. But I still picked up 5 sweet fragrances and 10 mostly fresh fragrances, which also are kind of like versatile, work almost all year. So you get the idea that these are some of the easier to pick up fragrance. You don't have to think so much. Just pick up, spray, and go. So in a way, I'm saying if you have to start your collection with certain fragrances, these are some of the fragrances I would look to add in my collection as suggestion purely. Okay, so with the first one, these are not in particular order. Do not think like 15 all the way to one. These are all good for safe, like dumb rich sort of affair. First one I'm going to show you is John Varvatos. This is like a very, very, I would say, a hyped fragrance in the community. Artisan pure and very beautiful bottle. Has this beautiful aroma to it, citrusy, kind of like sharp and kind of like fresh, clean. Works really, really nice. Lasts a long time. Projects all right, so not bad. One of the best from this house. So first one I'm showing you is John Varvatos Artisan Pure. This is fantastic fragrance. So second, going with the theme of white, this fragrance not many people talk about, and I want to bring it here because I'll have massive respect for this house. This fragrance is not that expensive. You can get these, I think, pretty much within 35 to $40 if you look for discounters. This is really purely fresh, like as fresh as it gets, like a t-shirt, bright summer's day, and it's always gonna smell nice around people, has good performance. So this is Lacoste White. This has a lot of clones as well, very beautiful blue juice inside. I think this is musky. This is kind of floral, slight bit floral, but it's all about that pure freshness, like you smell it, it's just so clean, it's like very clean scent for daily usage in the summertime. One of my dumb rich kind of fragrances, Lacoste White, number 2. Number 3 is a little bit expensive, I would admit. I didn't want to put so many expensive fragrances, but this is one fragrance that has beast mode performance. And this perhaps is that, one of the best Chanel ever produced for all year round usage. It lasts on me very long time, projects really well. And this fragrance actually is better than its elder brother in my humble opinion. This is Chanel Allure Sport, one of the most hype fragrances. Like 2 3 years back, even people were raving, like raving about this. And this fragrance, I would say, if you can get 150 ml, that will serve you about 3 years plus. This fragrance is just fantastic. Because of this, I did not pick up Versace Purum. This is, my bottle is almost finished, but whenever I need to make an impression, just go out, smell fresh. At the same time, it has to stay with me. Chanel Allure Sport. Definitely, I like it over Allure Sport Au Extreme. Au Extreme is like, it's nice, but it's just good for winter time. This is good for all year round. Chanel Allure Sport. Number 4, one of Dior's best. This is Lemon Heaven, and I think this fragrance doesn't have beast mode performance, but the fragrance is so pure. It's like white florals mixes with that lemon, and it just feels like a lemonade, like a cooling lemonade. And the perfume, you guys can tell, it's a very beautiful perfume. This is Jerome Cologne. This perhaps has the most beautiful bottle with the blue atomizer at the neck, and this has a beautiful cloudy kind of side, very ice like, and the juice color is light blue. So even though this is a bit expensive, and I could show you alternatives like Mercedes-Benz Cologne or Jimmy Choo Man Eyes, but I'm showing you this one because this one actually came out first. So if you want quality, it has a decent lasting power, but doesn't project all that much. But one of my dumb rich in the hot summer's day, Dior Cologne. This is my number 4. Number 5 is a fragrance. It's a very inexpensive perfume from House of Calvin Klein. The reason for me to bring a lot of Calvin Kleins in this list, at least couple, the reason being these fragrances are inexpensive. They are always fresh, and I don't have to really think that much. This is Eternity Aqua, my 200 ml massive bottle. This perfume will cost you less than around $35 for 100 ml, and this actually can be a beast mode, sort of like a projector, in the same line with Polo Blue. Polo Blue doesn't last all that much. This one does. So one of my dumb riches, Eternity Aqua for men. Very, very beast mode performer. All right. So moving on to the next one, similarly themed. This is perhaps one of the best sellers. If I actually have to rank these fragrances in one list, this one would come on top. Trust me, it would be like the top in the whole list. But since this is no order, so I'm just showing you one by one. This is Dior Sauvage EDT. You guys know, if I talk about dumb rich, any list, Dior Sauvage is always highly likely to be there. Just you guys know how versatile this is. This has this beautiful magnetic top. It can get a little bit annoying at times, but the fragrance does last a long time. This is the best of this whole line, the EDP, Parfum, and this one. I haven't tried the spray, but I think this is the best version of Dior Sauvage. So EDT, I would actually own a 200 ml if I just want to keep one fragrance in my whole life. Dior Sauvage EDT, most versatile ever, one of my dumb rich fragrances. So next one, another fragrance. These are all popular choices. I actually picked them up, seeing the popularity as well. Prada L'homme, one of the most soapy scents, does hang around for a long time. Light projection. It has this nice sort of iris, neroli perhaps, but it's more clean, fresh, linen kind of scent, you know. So I used to like say Prada Amber Purum is the most accessible one, but Prada Amber Purum, I see some people find it too strong. This one is just for everybody. Prada L'homme, everybody loves this smell. Clean, fresh, and crisp. Prada L'homme. Next, easy ones. This is Versace Man Eau Fraiche. I just wait for summer to arrive, and this is the beast at that summertime. I go 6 sprays on me, on my shirt, clothing. This has that lemon, it has some woody notes, and then carambola or star fruit. So this perfume is just lovely. It's just so fruity, it's fresh, citrusy, at the same time very zingy, and does pick up compliments. Ladies love this kind of perfume. If it's a very hot summer's day and you're wearing this, even if you sweat, higher the heat goes, it keeps smelling awesome, which I cannot say about many other fragrances. Summertime, this is a summer king, okay? This is Versace's Man Eau Fraiche, one of my dumb riches. Next, dumb rich all the way. Mugler Cologne. This is now called Come Together, which is a very funny name, but still, if you see a big bottle, you know I spray a lot of these. And this has definitely good performance, you know, for soapy scent, citrus, neroli, and then the vetiver. This is just, you have to have it if you're a fragrance enthusiast. I mean, you have to try it at some point. I am going with Mugler Cologne as my next dumb rich. Now, coming to an end of the 10th, I guess, of my safe, fresh kind of summery scents. This is the last of it all. I haven't shown this for a very long time, so I decided bring it back. Calvin Klein, I told you, did so well. CK All. This fragrance is just one of the best CK ever produced. Many people say it's not really beast mode. It's not supposed to be. It's a fresh perfume, but I think the feel that you get from this, it's definitely CK is one of the best creation ever. I would own a 200 ml like this, so you can go carefree. You can go like 6-7 sprays. No one's gonna be offended. So one of my dumb rich, CK All, and this is unisex perfume. So now let me show you 5 other fragrances that last 5. These are a little bit, I wouldn't say almost all year, but in the winter time, these are actually the best. So I'm starting with Mancera Cedrat Boise, or Cedrat Bois. Many people say Cedrat Bois. This people also call it like Aventus alternative. I don't think so. I think this is better than Aventus in terms of smell, or how lemony, pineapple-y this can get. This has woody leather later, but it's just candy-like. It's one of the best Mancera house ever produced. Beast mode performance all the way. So this is one of my compliment magnet as well. I have one backup bottle, but Cedrat Boise, definitely it's one of the best Mancera ever produced, one of my best dumb rich. Next, I cannot leave this guy out. This one is winter time comes, this is magic. Anytime, instant like this. I'll do this like few other times, you know. If you want compliments, you just want to go into the lift, bunch of people, you know, there's people, you just want to go by them and they'll just turn heads. This is the fragrance. La Nuit by YSL. Yes, I love the Le Parfum, EDP, all of them, but this has been my trusted buddy for a number of years. La Nuit has to be in this list. Dumb rich in the winter time, La Nuit by YSL. Next, my king, all hail the king, Jerome Intense. This perhaps is like not everybody will understand the concept if you try it for the first time, but trust me, the longevity from this is impressive. The uniqueness, the lipsticky vibe, the iris is just so well blended. I compared this with Valentino more intense once in a while, but I always reach for Dior a little bit more nowadays. Okay, I have 3 bottles of Dior Intense. I have Dior Parfum as well, but this is like has been part of my life. Like La Nuit Alone, this must have in my collection. Dior Intense is my next dumb rich fragrance for dating, sweet. You know, like you have to be a little bit sexy. That's it. Okay, next one is my recent finding. This perfume, I would say, if you love Baccarat Rouge kind of fragrances, you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you do not want to pay so much, but you want to get 120 ml, you want to get a nice bottle, you want to get beast mode performance, you want to get this sweet cotton candy, sugary sort of vibe, you know, with a lot of vanilla. But the fragrance is not exactly like Baccarat Rouge, but in terms of longevity, this beats Baccarat Rouge in my humble opinion. On the clothes, this lasts 2 days plus. Mancera, this instant crush. Look at that bottle, guys. This has this beautiful golden sort of what do you call this effect, you know, here, and then it fades down here. This perfume is so good, guys. It's like a dumb rich. Whenever you need something sweet, just go 2 sprays. Do not do more. Whole area will know you are wearing cologne, okay, and that smells like heavenly. Up close, when you spray for the first time, do not smell instantly. That's one thing will put you off. This, let it dry down, let it come to you. Okay, that's when it is beautiful. Mancera Instant Crush. And the last one, this fragrance is, most of them I've showed you today. There are a few 200 ml bottles. I own 200 ml because I feel these juices have to be like with me for a longer time, so it's better to buy more value. This last one I'm gonna show you, when winter comes, this is king for compliments. This is king for if you're going for clubbing. We don't have clubs here, but let's say we're trying to hang out with friends, going for, you know, like fun meetup and stuff. This has been serving the fragrance community for a very long time. People say it's dated and whatnot. This is never going to be dated. This is one of the best fragrances your money can buy. It is a little bit synthetic, but it's a classic. It has amber, leather, I think blood orange. The notes are just intriguing. And the perfume is just amber. It's just so sexy in it. This is Paco Rabanne 1 million. I have shown you many, many times. This is my 200 ml massive bottle. Check out the aroma, is a little bit different. So this perfume, what it does last. It does last amazingly well. I think, sorry about that. I think some of my friends still hold on to this perfume till today. This is their signature scent. So if you just want to give someone a fragrance, you do not know what to give them Paco Rabanne 1 million. This is gonna really make them happy. So that's my list. So now let me show you 3. I told you, I promised you. First, honorable mention, Club Nuit Intense Man. The 3 I'm showing you now, these ones you can buy like blind, because CDNIM, it would be unfair if I put in the list. You know this guy, you know, like you know this one has been in the scenario for a long time. So no need to show you. You guys already know. This has beast mode performance on the shirt. Smells like Aventus on dry down. But if you forget about Aventus comparison, this is a great fragrance for its price bracket, okay? Club Nuit Intense Man. Second honorable mention, I'm gonna go with my personal choice. The reason not showing you this is too expensive for a safe perfume. I would not say you cannot get any better. You can definitely get better value, but to me, in my world, I rock this a lot. This Aventus Cologne, okay? Very expensive, dumb rich kind of perfume, but I love it. It has the apple freshness, fruitiness, more approachable, more wearable Aventus. And on the shirt, this fragrance will hang on for at least 36 hours, okay? So the thing is, if you can afford it or you can get a sample, see if you can try it, you may fall in love with it. Last but not least, the most expensive would be in this list for dumb rich is Roja of Elysium. I think Roja Parfums Elysium, the Parfum Cologne version. This fragrance is just lovely. It beats Aventus for me any day. It's not an Aventus like clone or Aventus inspired, but it has this blue feel. You know, if you see the bottle, it smells like this, but with that apple, with those like all those fruits that pop in this. You know, like you just smell it, you know this is high class cologne. It's just no brainer. Okay, so this one will top the list any day, but it's a bit expensive. So it's kind of like $250 to $40, but for 100 ml, but you can definitely try it. So these are my suggestions. If you guys want to get your collection starting, some of the best fragrances your money can buy, you can easily rock them for the time that I mentioned with each review. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully the video will bring back some smiles. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.